So this winter has kind of been not ideal. We've had, needless to say, we've had a lot of snow. And normally when we talk about fishing for crappies, we're talking about being mobile and finding the fish.
For sure.
But weather and conditions like this have made that not really possible in a lot of cases.
Yeah, it's been tough to move around, obviously. There's definitely a few tricks that we've learned and picked up this year that have definitely helped us.
Oh, you missed it.
I just missed one. Anyways, what we've done is we've learned with this snow, one of the key is definitely don't drill all the way down. Don't shovel out your holes. You know, stay on top of that snow, drill your hole down, and it's going to allow you to stay out of the slush. We've really found that that's worked well. The other thing is hunkering down, and being mobile is great when you can do it, but as we found, I mean, you can't always be mobile. Yeah. You know, a lot of times if you're out chasing fish or you're looking for those weed line fish, you can get on them by being mobile. But when the going gets tough, sometimes just hunkering down like this is what we've been doing.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would assume from a presentation standpoint, it would be a little bit different. Maybe you're using larger baits to call in fish.
Yep. You know, what we're trying to do is we're just fishing this basin. I mean, we've got a 35-foot hole all the way around us. And where I like to go and chase those fish throughout the winter, but this time of year, you can hunker down and those fish are just roaming this basin. Yep. So I like to use like a rattling spoon, something that can maybe call them in, something with a lot of flash, and try to make some attention over here to get the fish to come to you. But hunkering down and just staying in one spot definitely is going to work for you when the conditions really get tough.
Sounds good. Yeah. And so I guess when you're showing up to a spot like this, are you drilling, would you say you're drilling your holes farther away from each other so you don't have to drill as many holes? Yeah,
you know, well, as we did earlier, you know, we kind of did our series of 2 holes in 5 or 6 spots out here. We're not going to be real mobile, and you know, we're picking up 3-4 fish at a time, and maybe we wait 20 minutes. Yep. Where on a typical year we can get out and kind of chase that school. But right now we're finding, you know, staying in one spot is producing fish because these fish are roaming all day long.
So I guess from a presentation standpoint, you know, I personally in normal conditions like to run and gun, drop in as many holes as I can, find fish. But you know, it's sort of interesting when you're not able to be as mobile. I feel like you almost fish a little bit more like a walleye fisherman.
Patience, and you have to know that those fish, when they do come around, they're going to bite. When I'm sitting in one spot, you know, when we're mobile, I have one rod, I've got my Vexilar in hand, and I'm moving from hole to hole. Where when we're out here, you know, this is a time where I will take the time to set up my dead stick. Yeah. Again, you know, whether it's the meat stick or the dead meat series, makes a great dead stick for crappies because I can set it, loosen my drag, I can detect the bite, and you know, then as they come through, a lot of times it'll be boom, you catch one on your jigging rod, and that goes because that school's here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And another little tip I would say too, on your active rod, as opposed to like a little jig, which works great for crappies, I would say upsize to something that's either going to be loud, like a rip and wrap or a slab wrap or any lipless chubby darter or whatever it is. And then also flutter spoons work really good because you pull the bait up, and when it flutters down, they can actually go really pretty far from the hole to bring in fish, whether it's a leech flutter spoon, the panfish size, or whatever your favorite flutter spoon option is. So
yeah, again, it's that flash, you know, and just getting their attention. Yep. And you know, I'm trying to call those fish in that maybe they weren't going to come on this path this time around. So by giving them that flash and that action, you know, even dangle a live minnow on that dead stick, just something moving, something to let them feel that, you know, something's going on over here.
Right. Absolutely. Well, if you're up in the North Country like us right now and dealing with these conditions, while you might not catch as many fish as if you could be mobile, you can still catch fish. So get out there and maybe employ a few of these strategies that we talked about today.